one mould that my friend gave me that she's not using anymore. So I'm going to clean up in a minute. But I've also got these that I bought from Julie Cuts quite a long time ago, and I've used them, and I've decided that, you know, I see people with these little slivers of beautiful drusies. They do lovely shapes, odd shapes in them, mould them and make beautiful creations. And since I don't use these anymore, but what can I do? And so what I'd like to do is do a coaster with a druzy edge around it. So I'm going to use, sorry Julie Cuts, I'm pouring your heart out. I'm going to cut one of your drusies to pieces and see if this works. So let's get some shapes. What we need to do is mark it. Get rid of that bit of resin. Mark it. Ooh, this is going to be crazy if it works. 0.5. Okay, so I've got 3 little marks. Now, let's see if we can... Sorry, Julie, I'm sorry. Don't want to use these. Ooh. I might have to put some wooden sticks around it just to support it up. Alright, let's make some more. And then do 0.5 on either way in, okay? So biggest corner missing. What do you think? Okay, so that was a bit messy, but it was good. If you don't try and do something new, then you don't learn, do you? Right, so here's the progress. Just got some of these tongue suppressing strips, cut them to size, and I've just stuck it around there. What that's going to do is support those edges when the resin's in and not let it blow out. So that is a perfect fit. I'm really impressed with myself actually. Now what I've done is I've mixed up my resin, and what I do, this is very runny at the minute, so I'm going to have to let it cool down a little bit. What I do is I put it on top of my little radiator next to me after I've mixed it for the correct amount of time, and that allows it to heat up a bit. Now the next thing is, what colour do we mix? Now I've only done a very little bit of resin here because I don't want it to be too much waste. I've only want to do that first druzy layer, and then I'm going to cover it, I think, with something else. That's my plan. So what do we cover? What do we do that druzy edge with? I want it to sparkle. There's a couple of things. We could do like a colour shift, which is like that. It's like a teal green, and I think that's what I'm going to go with. I've got some holographic fish foils that I might put in this, and then if I do that holographic around the edge and then a teal or some sort of blue behind the holographic, I think that's what I might do. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So let's get a little pot because there's not a lot. Let's put some of this into here. A little spoon. This is clean. I cleaned them yesterday. So this one's by Colour Obsession. I want it to sparkle. Do you think this is going to be a sparkle for the druzy enough? I don't know. See it's got that. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to just pull it into me so I can see what I'm doing, because I don't want to make a mess everywhere. Is enough that the sides now are tacky, so nothing's gonna sink in there. And I'm loving that. Can you see? Can you see the glisten of that teal? Very delicate, it's very pretty. So I'm hoping that druzy's gonna really shine and pop. So I've got these holographic stickers. Can you see? I'm not sure you can see. They're fish and shells and jellyfish. So I want to put maybe a big one in the middle. I'm going to put it this way down, and then I want to put some colour on the back for the fish so it pops, and then cover it with a teal, I think, background. So you get the idea. So can you see that? Yeah. That's going to be that in the picture, you can see. I need it kind of close up so that I can see what I'm doing. I hope this looks good. I'm going to need more. strand of hair of the brush. Feel free to fast forward. This is going to be time consuming. I might put it on fast forward at this point for you anyway. This is a really big dusty one, so this might go everywhere. Try not to breathe over it, it'll blow everywhere, this dust. That's them too. They're pretty much the same. Peel that. These two of them. Let's go in it. The edge. Hello everyone. Nice to see you. So this is my coaster that I have done the geode edges on and put my fish in. Now I did do, and I think you can see in there, some watery white lines that I smeared in there. I'm hoping to do goodness. Look how beautiful the edges are, how perfectly straight they are. Those sticks have been perfect. So I think I'll just remove one tape edge and then it'll just come off and then we can unmold it. So let's do that. Which one should we remove? Let's do this one because it's loose already. There we go. Let's leave that on there. Look at that. We know that's perfect. So yeah, that worked really, really well for keeping those edges perfectly straight. So you can make your own little supports any way you choose, but I will be reusing that because that was good. So let's get to it and unmold this beauty. Now I've put the sparkles, remember the teal, what was it? Teal and green translucent sparkles all around the edges on each layer that I did. So hopefully it won't look like two layer, but I think it will do. But anyway, I'm most excited about this geode edge. Remember, oh actually, I lost a load of video footage because when I was editing, I didn't have enough storage on my phone, and my phone decided to delete 2 videos that I'd done making this. So let's see where we're at. I'm excited. Okay, so we have stuck here in one of the layers. Oh, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, it's easy. So we don't get that again. One of the layers that I had was starting to cure really fast, and I threw it in, and obviously when it was overheating, it's right. So the geodes are on the coaster. They've come out of the mold. I'm not going to turn it over yet. Alright, so you see how like these are bowed, but yet look how perfectly straight by having those sticks around it. Saves a lot of sanding. Just going to remove those little bits of overflow there, they just flick off. And this top layer, I only did it late last night, so it's hard, but it's not finished curing. It'll take a couple of days for it to be solid, so I have to be very careful. So that will be, oops, in there. Okay, let's turn it over, shall we? So the edges are pretty good, actually, for what I wanted it to look like. Oh, you can see slight edges there. Look, see, where I put the clear with that, but that's okay because the glitter is all the way down the side, which is what I wanted. Wow, look at that. Actually, that's really cool. That's really cool. And what I'm going to do is put another flood coat over the top of this. There's not a single bubble on the stickers when I put them in. Wow, oh my goodness, that fish looks amazing. All of it looks amazing, actually. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, shall we remove these geodes and see what we've got? Ready? Alright, so I've got little sharp edges on either side where the resin poured down through the edges. That overlapped and went in between the layer. So I do have a little bit of fixing up to do, which is fine. I expected that. It would be better if I had longer pieces to put in. Oh my goodness, it looks amazing. Oh yes, it's just what I wanted. Oh, love it. And it's so sparkly. So yes, I need to just trim up the edges. We can do that. I don't know whether you can see. Can you see the geode edges? Let's do it this way. Can you see? Let's have the light on it to show you. Oh my goodness. Let's get these edges cleaned up. So I'm going to put my little goggles on so I can see clearly. I'm going to put the other lamp on as well so that I've got a bright side of light. And then I'm going to put a flood coat in here so that they're underwater. I found the blue. It's from Colour Obsession. So the face on the fish is this pink and gold. This is from Colour Obsession. And that's on the face of the fish. Can you see? Then on the body of the fish is English Rose. English Rose. Now that's from Laura's Art Corner. I have them in these bags for transport to Australia because it's less weight than having the tubs. Yeah, so she marks them up for me like this when I order. And so English Rose is spectacular. It's beautiful. Then the little tiny fish is this turquoise sea chameleon, and it's like a purpley greeny colour, but it's very chunky, very heavy, and it does sink. So just be warned, if you're putting it in resin, it will just sink to the bottom. So I don't use it very often. And then the black tail is holographic collection. It's Black Panther that I used from Colour Obsession. And it's got the multicolours in there, so when you move the tail, it sparkles. The translucent teal green is Colour Obsession. These are the translucent flakes. I'll show you those that I've put all around the edges and in that side. So that's what they look like. And then the back colour, which is this colour, which has got those translucent flakes in it as well, that is also Colour Obsession, and it is turquoise mica. Gorgeous. So the edges are all different edges. See how it's got the geode look? So sorry, I'm going all over the show. I'm trying to do this at an angle, and I'm looking at the camera above, underneath at a funny angle. I love it. So on that note, let's clean up my mess, keep my geode edges because I love them, and I will be doing that again. Just clean off that. That worked so well for a trial that I've never